What is up, everyone? Today's Wednesday the 5th. I'm really upset that I didn't get to take anything today. I was super excited to take something today. Just something clicked in my brain, and I was I'm ready, man. I'm ready to put some risk on. But, there's really nothing. I mean, just staring at this, you can tell there's really nothing to take here. So, let's just drop down into replay and let me delete everything. And let's focus on NQ right now. Let's just focus on NQ, and we can alternate between NQ and ES. But coming into the day, we obviously have this massive expansion. The daily candle has pretty much no bottom wick, other than the one that we opened with. So this could be a nice target if I was more short biased. But obviously, immediately we have this high right here that I really would like to target. Obviously all-time highs later, but ES has already swept out all-time highs. There we go. Just already swept out, and we're just making a run for higher. So, I mean, dude, this is pretty insane. If you think about it, literally last week, the entire stock market was down 6%. And in a matter of just a few days, we are up to all-time highs. That's insane. Anyway, we can go ahead and make some sort of analysis of this. Obviously, ES has a lot of low resistance here. We have swept this low here and then began to move higher. But overall, I want to see this break down to the downside. I think we have way too much expansion going on for what we have, So obviously we have this nice accumulation range. We have these equal lows, and we have this Asia and London low that are perfect equal lows. And I really want to see those get tagged. So coming into the day, I was expecting either we could manipulate these lows and move higher because of this 1 hour gap right here, right there. Or I was also expecting that we leave these behind and we could just open, shoot up, sweep out London low, and then come down for lower. Or we could obviously sweep out this high and then come down and target these equal lows and everything. But at the open, what do we end up getting? All right, we rip up, like I said. We come back down a little bit, then we continue higher. We're drawing towards that high, and then we just absolutely melt down. Now, with that one candle that came down, we obviously have this 5-minute gap right here. And once we tap into that, we get displacement out of there. I don't expect this to be the manipulation leg. I don't really think this is a solid manipulation leg. We have just left behind all these relative equals, and it's not something I'd want to be on side for a long. Now, if this was just to target this, then maybe. But again, the RR is really skewed, and it's just not the best. Like if we look, obviously stops at the low, and this is just not worth taking. And so when you continue to play this out, we don't sweep the high anyway. We completely edge this high, and ES is doing, I don't even know what, dude. We are moving lower, actively moving lower compared to NQ, where we're not doing that. So obviously I want to see us continue this move lower, or we could just sweep this out and then continue lower. But what do we end up getting? 10 a.m. opens and we just rip lower. Now 10 a.m. has no top wick, and we also had some news come out at 10 a.m. I was not interested in shorting this with no top wick, especially because we left behind this, prominent daily high. So once we left that behind, I literally walked away and I just got off. I had an alert set. I wanted to see 10 a.m. do this, or even better would be this. But 10 a.m. never gets tagged. We never get tapped into 10 a.m. We just continue to chop sideways. I believe ES was, sideways. So ES was sideways, everything's sideways, nothing's moving. We also have this SMT down here now, between the two. Also, if you were in this long, you still have not took profit. Maybe you went break even or something, I don't know, but you still would not have taken profit. And it just continues to chop, but we do chop lower. We sweep out New York AM, we get a nice little pullback higher, and then we start to move lower again. Once we tapped into this 1 hour, I got that alert again, and honestly, this is not the worst trade in the world where we get this nice accumulation range. But this would technically be considered a manipulation. But if you look at this as our accumulation range, this would be our manipulation. We run out all these lows and we tap into this hourly. If we can get a strong rejection from here, I was willing to long this. Now, we do end up getting this 1 minute gap. If we can inverse this, I do see this potential for a nice long back to the highs and to that daily high that we just pretty much edged. We don't end up getting that confirmation though. We don't get that closure and we just start to head lower again. So at this point, I was looking for these equal lows and the daily open to get tagged before any sort of long, right? I obviously don't want to short because 10 a.m. has no top wick. We could easily go manipulate that and then come back down, especially with this low resistance we're building. But I also don't want to long because we have these equal session lows and the daily candle has no bottom wick. So these are pretty low probability conditions. At this point, that's when I got off, and this is where we are right now. So we resweep this low and we just get a little tiny move back higher, but it's pretty much just chop. It's pretty much just chop, to be honest. There's really nothing here for anyone. There's not a singular 5-minute gap made anywhere on this entire leg. This gap doesn't even count because it's not from the New York AM session. There's not a single gap here whatsoever. We get this 5-minute change in the state, but that's terrible. Like, bro, there's no top wick here, so we could easily just manipulate that. Basically, I think this was the first genuine no trade day all week. I think yesterday and the day before I was mistaking fear with caution, but today I believe was genuinely a no trade day. There's just SMTs on both sides of the range. We start to edge both sides of the range. We aren't making any true moves, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected this because honestly my outlook for tomorrow is that today closes. I expect today to really chop badly, but I'm honestly expecting this to close and create this daily gap where we could either today do this and this and this, or we could do this and then this. That's what I'm expecting. Now, ideally, the better setup would be to leave these equal highs and target them tomorrow or Friday after we dig into this daily gap. That'd be the most ideal setup, but I'm not short bias whatsoever. If anything, I was only short bias down to, where is it? These equal lows at London and Asia low right here. So no trade today. There's literally no trade to take, and it's pretty unfortunate. I really was eager to take something, but yeah, I might just be a little more risk heavy tomorrow, something like that. I'm not sure. We'll see, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.